Hi, my name is Katrina. I'm a chartered physiotherapist at TheBumpRoom. You're watching today's vlog, which is a mini stretch sequence. So we've brought some of our stretches together into this quick sequence for you to do at home. So we're going to get straight into it, starting off with a neck stretch. So what I want you to do before you do the neck stretch is just gently tuck your chin in, and then what you're going to do is you're going to add in ear to shoulder stretch, keeping the chin gently tucked in. Give yourself a nice double chin there, which looks very, very attractive. Okay, so you're going to hold this stretch, and it gives a really nice stretch into your upper trapezius muscle. Keep that other shoulder down. Okay, nice stretch to do, especially if you get quite tight around here. Perhaps if you're working at a computer desk, okay, it's quite common for these muscles to get tight. So we can just do a simple stretch and hold for 20 to 30 seconds, repeating that to the opposite side. So you should really feel that stretch as you're doing it, holding for 20 to 30 seconds and then coming back out of it. Okay, I'm going to add in a little variation to this, a little what we call a neural glide, which will just get an even stronger stretch. So what you're going to do, you're going to bring the ear to the shoulder, okay, and on the opposite side then you're just going to float your arm up, and then you're going to extend your wrist, and as you extend your wrist you're going to feel like a discomfort down through the arm. Okay, we call that like a neural stretch, and then you can offload that by just flexing your wrist. So extend, keeping the ear to the shoulder, and then just adding in your extension and flexion through your wrist. So you're just getting a nice neural stretch through that. And repeat that about 10 times, and then you can come back up and out of that. So that's our exercise for the neck, okay? We're going to go straight from there into an upper back stretch. So what we like to do is gentle roll down with our chin to our chest, interlink your fingers and bring your arms out in front, and then imagine you're just drawing those arms out to the wall in front of you, okay? And as you're doing that, you can just be pulling your bump in towards your back, and then you're gently just stretching forward, and this stretch is mainly being felt in your upper back area, okay? Keep the chin down, pull those arms as far forward as you can, keeping the bump drawn in towards your back, holding that stretch, and again about 20 to 30 seconds before you release, and you can repeat that stretch 3 to 4 times if this is an area that you want to stretch a little bit more. From there we're going to go into a calf stretch, okay? So I'm going to just come along to face side length here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to get into this side lunge position, okay? And we're going to be stretching the back leg here, okay? So I'm demonstrating a left leg stretch. Toes are pointing towards the wall in front of me, heels are staying on the ground. We're going to bend into the front leg, okay? And you should be feeling that stretch now in the back leg, okay? And to get an added stretch here, what we like to do is we like to just roll up the baby toe, okay? So your foot is rolling that baby toe upwards, and then what you should feel is the stretch more into the inside of your calf, okay? And this is an area that often gets tighter, so that's why we're targeting that a little bit more with that little baby toe movement. Holding again for 20 to 30 seconds, and then relaxing and come out of that and repeat to the opposite side. From there then, I'm going to make my way down onto the mat, okay? So I'm just going to do just a gentle change down into this position, and we're going to start in 4-point kneeling. And from 4-point kneeling, we're going to go into a shell stretch. So there's a lovely stretch for the whole of the back, okay? So from here, we're going to bring our bum back towards our heels, getting our bum right back onto the heels, okay? Sometimes you might find you can't go the whole way. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. You might just have to bring the knees out towards the side to accommodate the bump here, and you're just going to bring the bum back as far as you can. With your arms then, you're going to just rest your head down and get your fingertips to come up towards the top of the mat. And really, I would say to the ladies in the class, really stretch the fingertips up as far as you can, because you really want to get that stretch into your upper back and arms as well. And by bringing your bum right back onto the heels, you should be feeling that as a lovely stretch in your lower back area as well. So we're going to hold that position again for 20 to 30 seconds, or more of a sustained stretch if you prefer. So that's our shell stretch, which is a nice stretch for our back and upper arms also. From there then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our glute stretch. So a really nice stretch, and you can do this when you're pregnant and postnatally as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your leg up. Imagine you're about to start a race, and you're going to bring that leg over towards the opposite hip as you lengthen back the opposite leg, okay? And then just bring your elbows gently down onto the mat and stack your fists to rest your forehead down on the mat. And what I want you to make sure that you're doing here is just you're keeping your hips pointing down towards the mat. So don't let your hips roll off. Keep your 2 hip bones pointing down towards the mat, and feel that as a really nice stretch in that leg that you've bent up here. Okay, so this is our glute stretch. And if you want to get an even stronger stretch, what you can do is you can lengthen that back leg. So really push down through that leg, and you'll see that your knee will lift up off the mat. and hold that for about 5 seconds, and then just relax and ease into the stretch a little bit more, and you should feel that you've stretched a little bit further into that position. Sometimes in the class the ladies find they get a little bit of cramp here in their foot. If you're finding that, just curl your toes up and give the sole of your foot a little bit of a stretch, okay, and then you can rest it back down into that position. So again, this is a nice stretch, and you can hold it for as long as you want to, and then just be careful coming out of that position. Just bring the back leg up, and then you're back into your 4-point kneeling position. And from there, I just want to demonstrate hamstring stretch. So I'm going to come onto my back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use TheRaband, okay? So we would use TheRaband in the classes, but it's fine if you don't have TheRaband for this exercise. So you don't have to use it, but it's just quite nice to do an assisted stretch with the TheRaband. Just take care as you're coming down. Use your elbows to bring yourself down onto the mat, okay? You've wrapped the band around the top of the foot here, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to take the band in the hand that you're holding, okay? And what we're going to get you to do is just lengthen the leg up, okay? So you don't have to have the leg fully locked out. You can have a small little bend in the knee, okay? And what you want to do is you want to imprint your heel up into the ceiling above you, okay? Really just until you feel that nice stretch through the back of your leg and your hamstring here, okay? Again, holding that stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, and from there what we can add in this position is a calf pump, okay, so just pointing the toes up and down towards the ceiling is going to get a little bit more of a stretch now into the calf area, okay, so you're going to have a hamstring combined with a calf pump to get a calf stretch and blood flowing through the calf there. And that is a nice exercise we like to do in the class. And as I said, you can do that without the band, okay, your hamstring stretch. You can hold the leg if you need to, and you can add in your calf pump. That's it. Nice and comfortable. Just feeling a nice stretch. And relax. So that is our mini stretch sequence. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed doing the video. And if you want to pop on over to the website to subscribe to our regular blogs, TheBumpRoom.ie. And thank you for watching, and keep sharing.